Hi everyone, my name's Kendra and welcome to Ray Yoga Videos. Today I'm going to share with you the top balancing postures that I think that you should try to do every day if you're trying to improve your balance. So whenever you're ready, let's work on our balance. Your hands and knees into the tabletop position. Allow the knees to be hip-width apart. The palms are either directly underneath the shoulders or slightly forward of the shoulders. Grounding the tops of the feet onto the mat, draw the navel in. Feel the shoulder blades gliding out and down the back, nice and soft. Ground deeply into all 10 fingers, especially the pointer finger and the thumb. Take the gaze to look down towards the mat, so the back of the neck is nice and long. As you inhale, extend the right leg out behind you. Right leg is straight and strong. Point all 5 toes down towards the mat. Press back through the heel. Awesome. Now ground deeply into the right hand. Inhale, extend the left arm forward. So keep reaching the right heel back, left fingertips forward. The left palm is pointing in towards the middle of your mat, so the shoulder blade can be plugged in. Keep the gaze looking down towards the floor. Breathing deeply. Finding your balance right here. Noticing for yourself, what muscles do you have to engage here to keep you in this position? And then notice what muscles you can soften that you don't need to be holding on to. So maybe it's the jaw, maybe you're clenching the teeth, maybe you're scrunching the forehead, whatever it is, soften those areas and engage the big muscles. Take 2 more breaths. Good. Exhale, ground the left hand onto the mat, release the right knee. Inhale, extend the left leg out behind you, opposite side. Press back through the left heel, all 5 toes pointing down towards the mat. Check in with the hips, making sure that they're level. Begin to engage your core, really draw the navel in. Feel the lower belly engage. Keep grounding into that left hand. Inhale, when you're ready, extend the right arm forward. Engage the left glute to keep the left leg in the air. Reaching the right fingertips forward, pressing the left heel back. Keep space in between the right arm, right ear. Soften the right shoulder. Feeling the rhomboids engage to draw the shoulder blade back. Breathing deeply, finding your balance. You might be really wobbly here, and that's completely fine. Go with the wobbles. That's what balancing is about. If you have to touch the toes or their fingertips on the floor, completely fine. Do that for a second, and then try coming back up. 2 more breaths. Exhale, release the right hand down, left knee. Sway the hips from left to right. Tucking your toes, lift the knees a couple inches off of the mat, and then walk the hands all the way back towards the toes. Soften the torso over the legs, forward fold, feet grounded on the mat. Placing the hands onto the hips, grounding into the feet. Inhale, nice long spine, slowly come up into standing. Beautiful. When you get there, come closer towards the top of your mat. Let the feet be hip-width apart. So in some practices, the feet are hip-width apart, and in some, the feet are completely together. I personally like to have my feet hip-width apart just because I feel like I can really engage my inner thighs this way. If you feel more comfortable with the feet together, feel free to do that. Whatever feels best for you, this is your practice. Please go ahead and do that. So find a comfortable position for the feet. And take a second to really feel all 10 toes grounding on the mat, especially the big toe, baby toe, and heel. So those are the 3 points of our feet. Those are the points of the feet that will help with our balance. Good, and once you feel that, imagine that you have a block in between the inner thighs and you're squeezing that imaginary block, so now the inner thighs are engaged, our adductors. Again, feel the hips, seeing if they're in a neutral position for you. Core is engaged, small tuck of the low rib cage down, shoulders soft. Turn the palms to face forward, arms lengthening down towards your torso, nice long spine. Inhale, carry the arms up overhead. Exhale, bending the knees, sit down into an imaginary chair. So shooting the sit bones back towards the back wall, hinging from the hips. Most of the weight is in your heels. Now you could even lift the toes off of the mat. Try to keep the knees stacking on top of the ankles, a little bit different than a traditional gym squat. Utkatasana, arms lengthening up towards the ceiling. Feel the back muscles engage. Identify your right arm and left arm. Now go ahead and exhale, cross the right arm underneath the left. Bend the elbows, twist the forearms. Take the palms together, our eagle arms. You could stay right here or ground deeply into the left leg. Cross the right leg on top of the left. Keeping the right foot moving towards the left, or take the right toes behind the left calf. Now work on keeping the knees and the elbows tracking down through the center line of the body. It's very important as we balance here to never hold your breath. The tendency is kind of to hold the breath while we balance because we're concentrating, but make sure you're breathing deeply. Again, focusing on the left big toe, baby toe, heel, grounding deeply into the foot. One more breath. Exhale, unwind the arms, ground the right foot onto the mat. Inhale, straighten the legs. Give the legs a shake. Come back to the feet grounding on the mat. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, sit down into your chair. Cross the left arm underneath the right, twisting the forearms, palms come together, or the hands can be on the front of the shoulders. Maybe you stay right here, or you could ground deeply into the right leg, cross the left leg on top of the right. Left foot stays moving towards the right, or work on crossing the left foot behind the right calf. Elbows and knees in one line down through the center line of the body. Keep bending into the knees, sitting down into your chair. If you're super wobbly, be kind to yourself. It's all good. Come out. You can come back in. Just keep trying. Two more breaths. Ooh. Exhale, unwind the arms. Carefully ground the left foot onto the mat. Straighten the legs. Shake everything out. Grounding back into the feet. Feel that right leg. Inhale, bend the left knee out in front of you. Start to find your balance here. So focus the gaze. Find a object or something that you can stare at. Open up the left knee towards the left. Take the sole of the left foot on the inside of the right calf or on the inside of the right thigh. But wherever you are, be sure to have the pelvis in a neutral position. The hips are level. So if your left foot is high on the inside of the right thigh, but you're all wonky, then you need to keep your left foot down on the calf. It's very important to have the pelvis in a neutral position. And if you have to, you can always keep the left toes grounded on the mat and the left heel on the inside of the right ankle. Options to keep your arms down towards the torso, or you can take the palms together in front of the heart, or arms up overhead. Wherever you are, keep grounding into the right foot, lengthening the spine. If you want an extra challenge, you could always close the eyes. One more nice deep breath. Exhale, release the arms. Release the left foot, grounding onto the mat. Ground into the left leg, left foot. Inhale, bend the right knee out in front of you. Awesome. Start to find your balance on this side. It may feel really different than the other side, and that's completely fine. Open up the right knee towards the right. Find your positioning for the right foot on the inside of the left calf, thigh, or ground the right toes onto the mat. Start to find your balance. Find the positioning for your arms. Whatever feels best for you. One more breath. Exhale, release the arms, release the right leg. Those are a couple balancing postures that I think are really good to work on if you're trying to improve your balance. Of course, there are a ton of different balancing postures that you can do, but it's always a great thing to just focus on a couple, work on mastering those ones, and then move on to other ones. So thanks again for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.